Hey guys, Bill Seaman-Tell, Derrek Stewart, BBZtv, up here at Great Bear Lake for Plummer's Lodges. This is our third time up here, guys. There's some standard go-to lures. Two of them are the T60 flatfish and the Eppinger spoon. Basic setup, what Derrek has right here is we got the new Daiwa DXS swim bait rods from Tackle Warehouse. I'll put a picture up here about them. They're $109. We got the Daiwa Lexa 400 with 65-pound Maxima braid with the top shot of either 30 or 40-pound test Maxima Ultra Green monofilament. The key with this, guys, and Derrek will tell you too, these big trout, they'll roll on you, and if you're using braid at all, they're so touchy that braid touches their gill or anything like that, pretty much they'll start bleeding on you. So the monofilament helps on that. What do we got for the lure right here, Derrek?
This is an Eppinger Husky Devil. This is a 300 series. It's about 5.5 inches long. It has a really tremendous thump to it.
Okay.
Great spoon. You control it. You can cast it. And this happens to be hammered nickel.
Okay.
Just straight out old school. Just, you know, metal flash. It's been
talking about old school real quick. I went with true old school. I went with the red and white stripe old school color too, so we're keeping it simple on that.
From the leader, 40-pound Maxima monofilament, and this is a 150-pound SPRO snap swivel.
Okay.
We've taken the treble hooks off the out of the package Husky Devil. On the split ring, we've added a SPRO power swivel, and then a SPRO split ring, and then a Gamakatsu Big River hook. And the reason for that is because like Bill was explaining with the monofilament and the fish rolling, we do that because now when that fish spins, he can't bind up the split rings or that treble hook and use the leverage on the spoon to pull himself off.
Okay. This bait will spin, and that thing, what it do is it helps you without your line twisting at all for your main line, and also, like I said, you get a lot of flash. Now the key with this system also, guys, is when this spoon goes to flutter and fall flat, this hook will actually lay inside the belly like this, and what happens, it keeps less drag on the outside of that spoon, and you're going to get a more wide wobble with it. It has an incredible drop rate and a fall rate with that, because it creates a low pressure system inside the belly of the spoon, and that system with the hook being like that, it folds into it. So if you're dropping this right and you have slack on the line, there's no tension at all, this spoon, that hook will fall into the belly and flutter like that, and that's where you start really getting the hookups and the fish. Lot of strikes. So I know that was a lot of talking, but we got to show you the system, and then let's go and catch some fish and show you how we're doing it. And like I said, we're not keeping it standard. We're not just going at one speed. We're adjusting. We're letting the line out as we drop and everything else. So. But this evening, as you can see, with the light finally getting low in the skylight, we're going to come over here. We're at the front part of Hogworth Island, the tip of it, and we're going to troll some spoons. And what we're doing is we're just letting out X amount of line, and there's other videos you can watch on the BBZtv that Derrek and I go over specifics on how to do it. But let's just go down this bank right here. We're going to troll down this bank and go around some of those outside points and see if we can't catch a biggie. So hope you guys stay tuned and wish us luck.
That might be a big one right there. That one ate, dude. That one ate right. Look at it. Just stay button, baby. Stay button. Feels like it's got a little weight. Ooh, is that a bigger tail than I think? That's a good.
Got a good fish.
Here. Okay. So that goes right here like this.
Okay, so we'll get our drag set. have a semi-tight drag for the initial hook, and then we'll back it off. And then Derrek and I are matched to pair of the Daiwa Alexa 400s again, 8-to-1s. They work really well for taking up a lot of line and stuff. 65-pound Maxima braid. I'm using the yellow on my spoon rod. Derrek's got ultra green. And then we're doing the top shot of 30 to 40-pound test. The SPRO snap barrel swivel ball bearing, and the Eppinger 300 with a 9/0 Gamakatsu big river hook that is phenomenal, and it's also barbless. So let's get up here and we'll try to get it right around 20 foot of water, 30 foot with low light. These big Lakers come in to start feeding in the shallowers in the evenings, or if it's real windy. So we're coming up here. Here's a 60, letting our line out. Okay, so we'll let about 20-30 yards out. Make sure you click over or hold your thumb for a second, just to make sure that spoon is spinning and working right. Okay, spoon's right. All right, now we're just going to I'm going to just keep changing the cadence of the motor and see if we get one to play. And I had to do a quick dog leg to the, because I was coming over a high spot and that spoon's fluttering back there, and I'm getting whacked as it's fluttering down as I'm trying to make my turn. Ooh, this is pretty time of the day there, Derrek. This has what do you say, 35-pounder written all over it. So these are some reefs, so I gotta be really careful on running the reefs at night. I don't know how they go, and there's one right there. Smaller one. And Derrek, while I'm working on this, since he has the 8th one, he could do either one or two things. If it's a big fish, he's got the speed to come in real quick, or right now, since it's a smaller fish, he could disengage and let the spoon flutter down and reel it in, and he could actually see if he can get a double or convert, see if you get a bigger fish to swim up and hit his bait. He's gonna come out really quick. There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Derrek. Pretty time of the day here on Great Bear. Great Bear Lake, or Great Bear Ocean. I believe it's the 8th largest lake in the world, freshwater lake. And you could drink right out of it. I mean, some of the best water you could ever drink. It is flat calm all the way across, man. So, I mean, this is, if we had a time or a moment to make something special happen in this golden hour right here, this would be it. Doing our spooning, adjusting some speed, bring it down and letting that thing flutter back. Trying not to keep it consistent, really trying to mix it up. And I'm telling you, a good graph, guys. My little, this is my older one. I have the new Lowrance graphs on the other guy's boats. But with this setup, with the fish finder mounts, magnetic thing for the transducer, what a slick deal. Oh, the pretty evening sunset of Great Bear, catching some fish.
Little guy?
Yeah, for our liking. Oh, I was almost like he didn't know he was even hooked. Thank you.
Hey guys, even though it's low light quality is getting really low, but we've got big spoons, big hooks, and even though we're getting really nice hook sets, you never know when this is going to pop out. So when you're helping somebody out or you're unhooking your own fish, wear your glasses, because we're out here in the middle of nowhere, and an accident like that would be really bad news. If this thing flies out of the fish and comes up and hits you in the eye. Be safe.
That one
took some drag. That one might be the baby one. That one might be the one. I gotta chase him down. Oh no, no, don't come off. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, thank you. 30 feet, he's coming up. 20, 25. Yep, that's him on the screen. If you see color, he's 30 feet down. He might be a fatty. Another big bubble. We got bubbles. Oh, wow. Okay, we're gonna slide him over here. We're gonna
Longer than the last one.
We're gonna push him this way. Okay, so that's that. Derek, keep him in the net as long as you can. We weigh him. We're gonna pick him up, take 1 or 2 photos, let him go. Usually we put him in the net and we actually revive him before we go. So let's take some photos. Spooning, Great Bear Lake, Plummer Lodges. You guys got to get up here. Hope you guys enjoyed this show, and we'll catch you next time out on the water.